Hi everyone and welcome back. In today's video I'm going to be doing an unboxing. So it's not very often that I actually buy cactus plants because in all honesty it's quite difficult for me to find things that are of interest. I would generally just buy seeds. But anyways, this guy here, I saw another one pop up on eBay and it went for a lot of money. Certainly an amount I wasn't willing to pay, and then this guy popped up for much less, so I jumped on it. But anyways, let's get to the unboxing. So it looks like it's well packaged. I don't know what this is here. I haven't actually opened this as yet. Oh, this is nice. This must be a gift with purchase. I wasn't expecting that. That's a variegated string of pearls, or I call it string of peas, but correctly called string of pearls, but I call it string of peas. That's nice. I don't have any of these. I'll pot that up in a minute. And a thank you to the seller. Alright, well this is the main event. Let's have a look. And they've certainly packaged it very well, which I appreciate. Okay. Ooh, it actually feels a lot bigger than I. Ooh. Oh, look out! Oh my goodness. This is about 3 times bigger than I thought it was. Wow. Absolutely wow, oh wow. My goodness. This is, it's an incredibly healthy plant. It's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's got a couple of pups, which is nice. I'm just going to have a close-up look. Okay, so I'll just show you here now. Beautiful healthy taproot, as you can see. Some nice little pups here. There's a little flower bud coming up in there, if you can see in there. No pests, no diseases, good firm body, minimal marking. There's a tiny little mark there, but that's nothing. Really spectacular healthy plant. But before I tell you what it is, any guesses? Have a look. I'll show you the crown. That might help. Alright, so this plant is a Sulcorebutia, and the cultivar is called Pink Lemonade. So the flowers are absolutely spectacular on this particular Sulco, and I have quite a few Sulcos, not as many as I would like, but I will be changing that, and this is sort of the start of that. But they're incredible plants. They can be considered somewhat rot prone, if I get things around the right way. So they can be considered rot prone, and the reason for that is because of this taproot. So anything with a taproot is more susceptible to overwatering. That's just a given. So other than that, they're quite easy to grow. This one is quite plump, which is nice, which means it's definitely been well watered. That strange noise is actually my dog. I'm not sure what he's doing. Anywho, so you can actually reduce the watering for Sulcorebutias, and they will sink back down and take on a more natural form, or you can increase the water and they plump up like this one. The Aranacea are probably one of the more common ones, that and Rauschii, and both of those can be plumped up quite dramatically. Anyways, I'll get around to the potting. So as you can see, it's a fairly decent sized plant, and this is the only square pot I've got left in anywhere, so it'll have to do. It's not as deep as I would like it to be, so basically the the roots are going to hit the bottom of the pot, but that's okay until I get some taller pots and that. But for the mix, so whenever I repot, this is my little soil mixing tub. And there's usually some scraps left over, so what we've got in there is just a bit of potting soil and some smaller pebbles. Nothing that I'm really worried about. I'll just keep using that. So I'll start off over here. I've got my pumice. Now this is a 7 to 20 mil mix. I know a lot of people are interested to know what size of gravel I use. So that's it there. It's a 7 to 20. Now in any mix that I do, I always like to have pumice or scoria, which is volcano rock, preferably both, but I will nearly always make sure I've got at least one of those in there. They're my favourite rocks or gravel to pot with. So that's about a quarter. I want more than that. Remembering that we're the taproot's going to take up a lot of room, so we're not going to go all the way. The next thing that I'll add is another type of gravel, and these are much smaller. I don't know what the size of these are. This is, let me see if it's got a size on there. Just looking at the bag. I don't really know. They're only small, maybe 3 to 5 mil, like that. So I'll use some of those, like that. And then this here, which is another gravel again, and this is a quartz gravel. Excusing that piece. They're very small, only a couple of mil, I'd imagine. I don't use a lot of those, just a small amount. And then we'll use some potting soil, like that. Okay, and then, no, I don't want that one. What I want actually underneath the camera. Hang on 1 second. I have to move you. Stay there. Okay. Alright. Got it? Alright, now don't fall over. And then this here is a mixture. I don't want that. That's a big piece of bark. This is a mixture of all the waste soil, and I'll just put a little bit of that in there. 99% of that is gravel anyways. Alright, so tip that in there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'll just tip the camera down a bit more. No, I don't think it wants to go anymore. Okay. So we're going to mix. Lovely. And that's it there. So that's what I'm looking for. It's a very, very light mix. Even if this was wet, it would not hold together in the slightest. It's very, very gravelly. I'll show you there. So it's probably around maybe an 80-10 and 90-10 sort of mix. And this is what I'll use straight off the bat. I haven't grown this particular Sulco before, so I don't know whether it's rock prone or not. So I'll pot it up in a high mineral mix, and if it starts getting stroppy because it's drying out too much and whatever else, then I'll repot it, next season and give it some more organic matter. And the line that I want to plant this guy at is around here. That's sort of where I think it will be most suitable. He's a little bit prickly if you grab him at the wrong angle. Not too much. My guess is that this guy was in a much deeper pot. Okay, how's that looking? Yeah. So when I'm potting, what I'll actually do is I will plant a little bit lower, and then if I need to, I'll lift the plant, because that's much easier than having to lift it up, completely redo it if it's too shallow. So that's what I'll do. Now with high mineral mixes, I don't squish it down. I only do that with organic mixes. I just allow the mix to settle in naturally over time. I will tap the sides just like that. Okay. And then if I need to even it out, what I do, say for instance I want the plant to go more that way, I pull the plant and I tap, and then it'll move that way. And you can do that in all directions if you like. It'll just help stabilize the plant until its roots grow out. But I'm pretty happy with that. As you can see, this is absolutely gorgeous plant. I love Sulcorebutias. And I'll pop up a picture at the end of the flower of this one, and you'll see why I'm so thrilled with it. And let me know in the comments below if you grow Sulcorebutias, and what types and how many you have. I'm a big fan of them. I've got a couple of Rauschii and a few others as well, but this one I don't have, and I'm pretty chuffed with it. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and the flowers, I'm just can't wait to see them as well. As for the string of pearls that I got, I'll pot this up as well, and then I'll actually gift that to I'll try and make 2 out of that, and I'll give one to my grandmother, and also one to my mum. They both love hanging baskets, and I don't grow so many hanging baskets, so I'll get it going, and then I'll gift that on. But certainly nice of the seller to include a gift. It's very, very kind of them, and considering that this plant was not a lot of money at all, I think I ended up paying I think it was around $18 for it, which for that size plant and for what it is, I think is absolutely dirt cheap. I'm really, really thrilled. I thought it would be about, I don't know, half or a third of the size that it is. This is, in case you're wondering, a 10 centimeter pot, or what's that, 4 inches. So it gives you an idea of just how big this plant is. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone, and as always, happy gardening. Bye.